paper folding and page turning and just softly speaking. A couple days ago, I posted on my Tumblr that I had recently discovered my old collection of Powerpuff Girls comics from when I was a little girl, and that I was so happy to have found them again. And a couple of you requested that I do an ASMR video about them, and I was like, of course, because I'm always happy to talk about comics. So this is my little pile of comics from when I was a little girl. And they're not in mint condition by any means because they're so well loved. I loved these comics. I have almost every single one, I think. I loved them so much, and I loved reading them. And they meant a lot to me, but I think that you can tell that even as a little girl, I took really good care of my things because these are still in extremely good condition, like with no folds or creases. I really did like to read them though. So I haven't actually really looked at these that much since I found them the other day. I was just kind of like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy, because I'm sure maybe some of you did the same thing when you were younger. You go through like this stage when you're a teenager where you think you're like too cool for everything, and that you don't need the things you had when you were like a kid, and that you just want to get rid of everything. And then you get older, like an adult, and you're like, why did I throw that away? Because it's so cool. Yeah. So I was really happy that I didn't throw these away, because I did get rid of a lot of other things that I collected as a kid during that like too cool phase. So I'm so happy I didn't get rid of these, because as you know, I really love comics, and obviously I've been reading them for a long time. I've always been really interested in them because I like to read a lot, and I really love art and illustration, so it's just a natural mix. But anyway, so I haven't really looked through these that much, and I thought that today we could look through them together. There's quite a few here, but I just figured, you know, you and me could look through them together because you're my friend, so I just thought it would be fun for us to do that. So this one I did set aside for us to go through first because it's just so funny to me. The caption on this is, "Are they really ready for this jelly?" Which is so funny to me because, you know, of the song, I don't think they're ready for this jelly. So it's funny now because as a kid I would not have thought that was funny. But as an adult, it's kind of like, I get it. So this one came out in January 2003, so it's over 10 years old. Isn't that wild? You may notice in this video the lighting is kind of all over the place, and that's just because it's the afternoon for me filming, and I get kind of a pretty light in here during this time because of the trees outside. I really hope that that doesn't bother you too much. If it does, I apologize for that. So we have here a cat burglar that it seems that she's going into the Powerpuff Girls house to steal something from them, to steal Chemical X so she can make lots of money. I really like old comic pages. They're more papery. The new comics, they have like a gloss on the pages. They're still not like, you know, a glossy paper, but they are a higher quality paper. And it's different, but I like that it's different, you know? it's really fun to go back through comics like this because it kind of takes you back to a simpler time. Because the ads, like I'm looking at these and I remember looking at these ads as a kid. Oh, here's one for Magic the Gathering. It's so funny because as a young girl I had no interest in this and now I play it. So it looks like the cat burglar used the chemical X jar with jelly in it, and now there's a jelly monster. An ad from Masters of the Universe. Oh, here Buttercup tried to punch the jelly and she got covered in jelly. Poor thing. I think everybody kind of has like a preference with the Powerpuff Girls of who they liked the best. Everybody, I feel, is like that. Everybody likes one the best usually. I always really liked Buttercup, or not, excuse me. I always really liked Bubbles as a little girl. But I think that has more to do that I was like blonde when I was a little girl. So, you know, when you would play with your friends, you kind of would always end up being the character that you looked the most like. Oh, so the girls are trying to make a monster to fight the jelly monster out of Puffy Pal peanut butter. This is a funny line. Blossom says, "Here it is, Professor. Oh, but it's half empty." And the professor says, "No, Blossom, it's half full." Oh, terrible. So terrible. But good terrible. These old comics make really good crinkly noises, I feel. Oh, and the cat burglar's in jail. Well, crime just doesn't pay, does it? Oh. And so once again, the day is saved by the Powerpuff Girls. Cute, cute. So, I'm just going to go through a couple of the covers, because the covers were really interesting. So this issue is a special issue. It wasn't part of the continuity of the comics at the time. It is for the Powerpuff Girls movie that came out. This is the official comic book adaptation. So it was basically the movie in comic form. And it has a lot to do with the origin stories of the Powerpuff Girls and the origin story of Mojo Jojo. How the professor created the girls and when they started at school. And how Mojo Jojo was jealous because he was also created by the Chemical X. This comic is like a little bit more well done than the other ones, like in terms of, not in terms of art, they all have really similar like art styles obviously, but I mean the lighting is, you can obviously tell it's got more work into it, and I'm not sure whether that's because it's like a movie adaptation or if they just based a lot of it from the movie. Not sure. Mojo Jojo created an army of intelligent monkeys. Oh my gosh. I never noticed this before, and I would not have found this funny as a kid. Buttercup's fighting the apes, and she says, "Can we please find the professor now, please?" And the girls say, "This is hopeless. I know, there's too many monkeys. What can we do?" And Buttercup says, "Get your hands off him, you darn dirty ape." Kapow! Sorry, it's just so funny. Sometimes I think that it's almost like they gear certain things to adults because most kids really wouldn't understand. the references. Unless they had really, really cool parents. Oh man, the Scooby-Doo movie. I haven't seen that forever. I should totally watch that again. Have you seen it? I remember we went to go see that one in theaters. Oh man, so old school. Look at a couple more covers here. This is for issue 23, and the mayor of Townsville, whose name is Mayor, is gambling the town. This cover, oh, this is a really cute one. This is the girls as Girl Scouts, and Blossom says, "Care to buy some cookies? They're full of sugar and spice." And then Buttercup's eating them, and she says, "Everything nice." That's cute. This one, issue 35, is called Freaky Frog Day, and has the girls playing leapfrog. I'm sure it has something to do with an evil frog or something. Oh, Bubbles has the frog as a pet. Oh, he's an evil frog, I see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, clearly a reference to Kermit the Frog here too. This guy is the Frog Master. Wow. And Bubbles is determined that the frog is her prince, and that he could be a prince if she kissed him. They had a lot of really zany monsters in these books. This one says him. This is this villain, him. That's its name. Roses are red, violets are blue. Townsville's in trouble, and so are you. So probably something with gardening taking over this city. Probably. Oh, this is a cute cover on this one. This says Pizza Power, and it has all the girls eating pizza together. I really like the colors on this cover. I wonder what it's about. Oh, okay. Buttercup put a lot of garlic on her pizza, and now she stinks and smells like garlic, and she keeps eating more and more garlic, and she has a garlic addiction. Wow, amazing. This issue is number 34. The Powerpuff Girls save the city of Townsville. Blossom says, "No, Bubbles, C-I-T-Y, not K-I-T-T-Y. And Bubbles says, "Oops." That kitty's really cute though. Oh, this one has a bee villain. The queen bee. Oh, and they're spelling things. I get it. There's an ad for Nintendo GameCube Sonic. I really liked GameCube. There's another ad for Magic the Gathering. Man, I wish I'd filled this out or applied for this. It says there's a scholarship and you can get free Magic for a year. I want free Magic for a year. Do any of you guys play Magic the Gathering? I don't play very seriously, just with my friends, because sometimes when you play seriously, like, it's not as fun. But when you're playing with friends, it's fun because there's no pressure, and you feel like it's just more fun, I feel. You don't feel like you have to know the most. Oh, a Christmas issue. This is issue 29, and it came out in October 2002. And Hymn for the Holidays. I'm thinking this is probably an issue where him brainwashes everyone and makes them think that they should be obsessed with him. Yeah. predictably good though. Him was like a really great villain. I remember as a kid thinking he was like the coolest. They had a lot of great villains in Powerpuff Girls though. There was like the Gangrene Gang and the Rowdy Rough Boys. This is a Halloween issue, number 31. Although it says it's December 2002. That's kind of odd. But then usually sometimes you do get comics come out a little bit early. I wonder. It's kind of odd. This one is issue number 30. And Bubbles is licking this envelope here, and it says working on a chain letter. So probably, I'm gonna guess that Bubbles answered a chain letter and she is afraid that she'll have bad luck. Oh yeah, this is what happens, and then she actually does feel like she has bad luck. Was it actually though? Yeah, it actually was a bad luck letter. Excuse me. So weird. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so this one actually has a little bit of a rip in the bottom. That's too bad. It's issue number 20, which came out in December 2001. It says, "What's wrong with this picture?" And obviously Buttercup has stolen Blossom's bow. Oh, she can't find it anywhere. They had a lot of really good voice actors in the Powerpuff Girls television show. They all really suited the character perfectly, you know. Even the villains, I thought were really well done. Oh, there's an advertisement for the Powerpuff Girls CDs. There was one called The City of Soundsville, which is music from the Powerpuff Girls. And this one's Heroes and Villains, which was like music inspired by. And I do remember, I think I had this one. I don't have it now, but I seem to recall. Oh my gosh, an advertisement for card captors. This is another show that I was obsessed with growing up. We had the, you know, accessories and the books and things. I really loved watching it on TV. It was a really good show. Oh, that one's not in very good condition. I'm sad. There's quite a few more here, so I'm just going to go through a couple really quick before we dive into another one. This one's issue number 43, and it came out in December 2002. It's got a giant chicken eating a sandwich. It's called Power Lunch. This one is issue number 42, which came out in November 2003, and obviously there's like a giant eye here, and Blossom is threatening it. This one has the princess bursting through the pages here, and she says, "I'm gonna destroy the Powerpuff Girls." They look so happy. She was a good villain too. She was really spoiled, but she really just wanted to be friends with them. Princess Morebucks is her name. As if she really needed more books. She had quite a few. This one is Powerpuff Polite. Buttercup saying, "Pardon me, Mr. Fuzzy, but may we beat you up, please?" Probably something about being polite. And this is issue number 22 and came out in February 2002. It seems to me that they have the same artist doing all of these covers, because I'm seeing the same signature on all of them. Well, this one's different. But on the majority, the signature is PHI, and I'm not familiar with that artist. Maybe some of you will know. This one is issue 37, and it has the Gangrene Gang and him, Mojo Jojo. It says, "We will rock you." This is a cool cover. Oh, I really like this cover. This is issue 25, and it came out in May '02. It has the Powerpuff Girls bursting out of this horde of monsters. And it says, "Bonus All-Star Pinup Gallery, Perfectly Powerful Poses" by Mike Allred, Kyle Baker, John Byron, Jamie Hernandez, Mike Mignola, and Adam Warren. I read a lot of stuff that has Mike Allred's work in it now. I want to go see these. I wonder if they're in the back. Oh, how cool are these? That's awesome. Very cool. This one's John Bryan. Hope Byron. I might be pronouncing that wrong, sorry. Kyle Baker. This would be a really good t-shirt, I feel. Fight evil. This one's Adam Warren. This is like obviously super anime and awesome, but it's really cute. Mike Mignola. I like hyper-realistic Mojo Jojo here. These are really cool. I like these. It's nice to see, like, done in a different style, you know? This is Jamie Hernandez. Mike Allred and Laura Allred. That's cute. Not my favorite, but that's really cute. It's kind of a neat idea, I think, to do that. This cover is number 19, November 2001, and it says "bad vibes," and obviously Mojo Jojo is meditating, and that is somehow hurting the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, this cover is so sad. This is issue 18 from October '01, and it says "The Trouble with Bubbles," and she looks so sad here. Bubbles, help. I wonder what they did to make her feel so sad. Oh my gosh, look at this advertisement. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh man. That's another thing that I was really obsessed with as a kid. Harry Potter. I mean, I still do really like it, but I was so obsessed when I was a kid. Oh, it looks like Bubbles keeps messing up and they keep making her feel really badly about it. Oh. This is issue number 38, July '03, and it looks like the girls are obsessed with the comic book character. And Blossom says, "Test Turbine is my favorite cartoon hero." Buttercup says, "Yeah, she's always got the upper hand in a fight." Oh no, she doesn't. It's kind of wonderfully meta to see superheroes obsessed with a superhero. But like, you have to figure the Powerpuff Girls are like little girls, and even though they have superpowers, I'm sure they would, you know, like other things that little girls like. This one is issue 21 from January '02, and it's called "Liar, Liar, City on Fire." This is issue 44 from January '04. It says "The fur is gonna fly." So obviously like a cat-dog thing. This one's kind of funny though, because when you look at their expressions, Bubbles and Blossom are like horrified, and then Buttercup is like awesome. This is issue number 40, which came out in September '03, and it says, "Everything you know about the Powerpuff Girls is wrong." What? Oh wow. It's this little boy who's saying everything you know about the Powerpuff Girls is wrong. Maybe they're trying to ruin the reputation. Oh, he's telling like a different origin story than what actually happened. Cute. Oh, I really like this cover. Powerpuff Girls issue 27 from July '02. And it says, messing you. So obviously, the Powerpuff Girls let their room become such a mess that it starts to take over. Yep. It's funny, like, looking at these, it kind of comes back to me. Because I read them so much as a little girl. I say that, like, probably I valued comics even more as a little girl than I do now. Because right now, maybe I read them, you know, twice or 3 times. And I do lend my comics to friends, but I mean, these I probably read like 10 times. But that's okay, because it's different from when you're a kid to when you're an adult. As long as they were read and like loved, I think it's okay, you know? And we've only got a couple left here. This is issue number 45, which came out in February '04. And Princess Morbucks is giving out candy that brainwashes all of the kids. And she says, kids go wild for these. This is a thicker issue. It's issue 33, which came out in February '03. And the girls say, look out, Mojo Jojo, it's the Fuzz. Obviously, Mr. Fuzzy Lumpkins. I think this is the issue where they teach Fuzzy how to be nice. Yeah, they teach him how to be polite. And then he helps them, I think. Oh, that's why this is thick. It has this DC verb thing in it. Oh, okay. It's like an advertisement for kids to be active in their communities. You wish, turning your wishes into actions. Shh, don't tell the boys. Take your ideas and make them happen. We want you, why volunteers rock. Help achieve. Oh, and it has a little comic with Cassandra Cain. That's cute. I guess she would have been Batgirl at that time, yeah. Hot girl. Oh, this is like really cute. That's adorable. I love how all of the other ones are like help achieve. And this one's skate. Good job, Tim Drake. Good job. And this next one is, it looks like a special issue. Maybe they just changed their formatting at the top. Issue number 45, which is December 2004. And it looks like the Gangrene Gang is watching a movie with the girls being scared. Poor things. I loved the voice actors of the Gangrene Gang. I thought they were so funny. They all had like really hilarious accents. This one is issue 46 and it came out in March 2004. And it has the girls under the sea, a whale of a tale. And as usual, Blossom, Bubbles are having fun, and Buttercup does not look happy. Maybe it's because the starfish love her so much. Cute. I'm really curious now to know if the same artist has done all of these, because the style is really consistent throughout all of these issues. It doesn't say on the cover who the artist is or who does the pencils or anything different, but the covers are almost all done by the same person. This is issue 24 from October '02, and it looks like Mojo Jojo has a wife. And he says, the bride of Mojo Jojo. Destroy them, my love. Oh, poor thing. He just wants somebody to love. Don't we all, though? Oh, obviously, like, super Bride of Frankenstein reference. Oh, oh geez. She's not very nice. She's hurting him. Poor Mojo Jojo. This is issue 56, which came out in January 2005. So some of these are less than 10 years old, and some of them are a few years more. And this has bonus pages. Twice the bad guys, twice the fun. And this is the last one, you guys. This is issue 39. Came out in August of 3. And it has the girls on a beach. It says just chillin'. And it's pretty cute, actually, this cover. No business like snow business. So obviously the city of Townsville gets covered in snow during the summer. I really love winter, so I'm sure I would have loved this issue. Well, I do love it, but I mean, even more as a kid. Cotton candy you can eat with a spoon. Look at this ad for Dairy Queen. Oh, I wish they still had this. I would love to eat this. Cotton candy blizzard. Oh man. I wish they still had them. I love cotton candy flavored things. This is so cute. Thank you for joining me while we did this. It's kind of fun to look through old stuff from your childhood with a friend. So thank you for joining me for this. I'm like reliving my childhood through these. And hopefully you did too. I mean, maybe you read these as a kid too. And you can look at my collection with me. I don't mind sharing with you. Look at all the monkeys. The Powerpuff Girls were really cute, and I talked to a lot of adults. You know, all kinds of kids really liked that show, and I even know a lot of kids who watch it now, which is so interesting to me because it's kind of nice to see that revival. Like, really though, several children from all different families, they liked this show, and I think that really does speak for what a good show it was. It was nice to see, you know, little girls being strong and they can save the day by themselves. And I think they were really great, and the art style of the show